Welcome everybody to my first time playing Trails in the Sky. Quick disclaimer, I actually played like the first 20 minutes and didn't realize the footage was issued. So I had to re-record this part. So the very beginning I know, but after leaving the first house is basically unknown. So let's get started. Daddy's really late. Leave me a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry I kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Are little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him in bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. He almost looks the same age as me. It's the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all. What about you? But how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? Know about from Sherazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl's gonna get me in trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. I don't even know his name. You mean Bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me out there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way, work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassie Sprite. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that's just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Breck. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I had a daughter your age? Now you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the sub. Ow. Quit yelling. Alright, already. But you jumping on me like that is gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it'd be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so why don't you... So what? So don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell us yours? Seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying out at night would only serve to... would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is what? My name is who? I'm not sure exactly how old this game is, but it does have good quality to it. Find out one way or another. X years later. It's so bright in here. I slept like a rock. That must mean that Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Ah, guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better go get myself ready then, too. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. Hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, but with the siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age. I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. You may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like a loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but that one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is that I just don't do something that uses my whole body. I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All of your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is your breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't you both hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, my stuff. Are you eating or inhaling the stuff? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure to get enough to eat. Don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we finish, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore, either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning. Or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Ooh. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. You'll be so successful that I won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Now let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait. What test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember that Shara said that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap. I totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure I'll manage somehow or other. I don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Oh, that's sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely caught it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's gonna be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I like to eat, huh? How about the Ron-style scallop fish on a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. I'm supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Charizard my regards. Okay. Now, I know I explored this house my first time. Just to show each room. Oops. These highway. Estelle, Roland City is in the opposite direction. We're not sleepwalking again, are you? How about you just be quiet and keep your comments to yourself? Handhold in the beginning of like always. Alright. Selge is, I guess, some kind of distance, but other than that, I don't know. This is the forest I got the first time around. That'll be the end of part 1. And continuing from here, I'll be in all new territory. See you guys next time.